Hey, everybody. Welcome to Swayze's World. Could be your world. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I really appreciate it. It's getting towards the weekend, and hope everybody's planning a decent weekend. We got to be safe out there this weekend. There could be a lot of trouble all over, and we just have to be ready for that. What I do on this channel, in case you didn't know, is that I do talk about things that interest me, and then I hope that they interest you at some point. That's kind of like what we do around here. And what I'm doing now, ahead of all my videos and whatnot, I'm giving a little Bible verse. I think it's warranted. I think we're in the times where we might need a little Bible verse here and there, and that's just what I'm going to do. And so, without further hesitation, this is Psalms 139, 23, 24. All right, it says, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my thoughts." Amen. I think that's a pretty good psalm. Kind of tells us a lot, and we should keep this all in mind. Okay, like my glasses again. All right. Hey, look, there's no big dog in the room that nobody knows about right now, right? Iran and Israel are pretty much at war. Israel led some massive strikes, still continuing to lead massive strikes. They didn't have a choice. We could not let Iran get a nuclear weapon, and from what all intents and purposes, they were within a matter of days of actually having a bomb, and they already had the missiles, 9 of them, that could transport these things pretty much anywhere they want. They had to strike. Now, question is, did our government know about it ahead of time? We already know that they did. It's the shuffle the shell trick. Look over here, but don't look over here. We knew, and we still know that Israel is using probably our satellites. I would be if I was them. And we're using, bunker busters that we've given to them, and we're giving them more and more, even better type weapons. Israel has no choice but to win. They don't. They have absolutely no choice but to win. So I'm all for them. I vote for Israel. Go Israel. I believe on staying on the side of the good Lord, and that's His people, His chosen people. Some people may not like that. Some people may. I happen to like that. It is what it is. We got to use the old noodle now, because this could cause some problems. Iran could blockade or bind or mine or something the straits, and which could interfere with shipping, and which could interfere with oil. And who uses oil? We do. And it could be a problem. It won't be a problem for long once the U.S. Navy gets there and runs through all this crap and takes care of it. But until that point, they may be able to just mine the mine of Hormuz, or the Hormuz Straits, whatever they call them. And we could have some shortages of oil, fuel. Prices could go up. Prices probably will go up just for a little bit, just because it's the way things are. And it is what it is. So just be prepared. Have yourself all your stockpiles and everything that you need. Second, I guess, what's going on Saturday, right? Over 2,000 places now that there's going to be major demonstrations. Could be some doo-doo out of this. Conspiracy theorists are saying that this could end up being a massive uprising, sort of kind of wanting to do a coup against Trump. Now, me, for one thing, if that was going to happen that bad, and it could. It could happen bad. We don't know how many thousands of people are going to end up all over the freaking place on this "we have no king" crap. So we just, don't know. So you got to make sure you got plenty of this and plenty of stuff to go in them, just because. Just defend your house, just in case. The odds are you might not need it, but it's never good not to have it ready. Things in this country have gone kaput. Now, you know that. You can see. You have eyes and ears. You can see. Things aren't going that well here. And they're probably not going to go that well in the future. We've reached a point in time when biblical prophecy is coming true. And everybody who has preached about biblical prophecy and explained a lot of these things to me and you and everybody is coming to pass. It just is. You can argue the point all you want. Like I said, turn on TV. You don't have to go no further. So once Israel, which is still something I've talked about a long time ago, if they get surrounded, and they're technically surrounded, but if they get surrounded by all these armies because of this incident, and they all fight and push against Israel, they could at some point maybe topple the government in Israel. However, biblical prophecy tells us when that would to happen, that would be the end pretty much of times, because Israel at some point will be brought to its knees. It will. And it'll be just to the point to where they're almost ready to give up, almost beaten. And Jesus Christ himself shall return with legions upon legions of angels. And they will lay waste to all the enemies of the earth, of God, and Israel. That's biblical prophecy. It's going to happen. I mean, whether you believe it or not, like I said, some people don't have to believe it. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Just because you look at the sky and you said, that sky is yellow. Well, no, it's blue on a good day. And no matter what you say, it's not going to be yellow. So just saying. Some people can't see the fire, the forest fire for the trees. So just saying. One of these days, in the very near future, I believe, that the return of Jesus Christ will happen. It will happen, folks. Mark my word. Who can lay a date and time? Nobody. If anybody out there on YouTube, with any channel anywhere, no matter how many followers and subscribers they have, if they hand you an exact date of something happening, like they say, well, I told you 6 months ago that something would happen. Well, hey, anything can happen anytime, anywhere, for any reason. Duh. I could say the same thing. Well, within the next 6 to 8 months, something will happen. And somebody will say, well, what could happen? I said, something, anything. So you see what I'm getting at? Do not take anybody's word when they hold up paperwork and they go, I've got these documents here and it says this is going to happen on this date and time. No. Don't ever believe anybody who lays a date and time to the return of Jesus, to what's going on here on earth, to what's going to happen even with these demonstrations or riots, whatever may happen. You just don't. They can't put a date or time on nothing. Nobody can put a date and time on nothing. Now, they can put a date, sort of like, because we know there's going to be demonstrations on the 14th. Okay, that's a foregone conclusion. How it's going to go, nobody really knows. Nobody knows. The government may have a good idea, hence the reason they're distributing U.S. troops pretty much all around everywhere. National Guard troops are going everywhere. If you live in Texas, 5,000 National Guard troops have been mobilized already for the 14th. Just saying. He's got them in 3 different cities, down there. Austin, one, is one big one. San Antonio is another one. They got demonstrations going on there too. Just saying. Crap is going to happen. We are in the days, we are in the days where the shit is hitting the fan. These are the days that everybody's been talking about for the last 10 years. The shit's going to hit the fan, and everybody's talking about it. They've talked about it before and before. We're living it now. We're in the very, very stages. I've said at the beginning a lot of times, we're in the rabbit hole. We're at the top of the rabbit hole, but we're going down the rabbit hole. Well, now we're almost at the bottom of the rabbit hole. Not quite there yet, but we're almost at the bottom of that major rabbit hole when, FUBAR is going to happen freaking everywhere. Who can give a date or time? Nobody. So like I said, nobody can give a date or time of when this stuff's going to happen. If they say that they can, and they say it's going to happen next month on the 16th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, wrong. It's not going to happen. If they say that Jesus Christ is going to return on, in 26, December 21st, and he's going to return at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, wrong. Never happened. One thing's for certain, he doesn't know yet. So when his Father tells him when he's coming back, then he's coming back. But the signs in Israel are getting clearer and clearer all the time, because it has been prophesied, like I said, when Israel is completely surrounded with armies that trying to destroy them, you know that the time is near. I mean, really near. So get right with God. Make sure you've got plenty of supplies and stuff, and just what all you can do. Trust in the Lord, and everything should be okay. So that's all I got to say for today. I hope everybody's doing well. Have a great day. Be safe, and take care of yourself. And peace be with you. And like you, love you. I'll see you next time.